Well, hello everyone! Welcome back to Dual Destinies. Previously, we began the investigation of the murder proper, and we got a bunch of evidence in the scene of the crime, as well as we met Bobby Fulbright, detective. He is a very interesting fellow, bit intense, but he seems alright. He told us about the prosecutor overlooking the case, one Simon Blackquill, who's also a convicted murderer? So I'm like, what the hell's going on there? I actually want to talk about that a bit. I kind of glazed over it in the previous video, but Athena had such a peculiar reaction. She actually guessed ahead of time, is it Blackquill? And she looked very sad. I feel like if I was the one writing this story, I would hazard a guess and say that Simon Blackquill, the person that he murdered, or maybe was accused of murdering, might be someone, related to Athena. Maybe a friend, maybe a family member. And who knows, maybe there's probably gonna be, some revelation that, Blackquill was framed or wrongly convicted, and, the ultimate mystery of this game is gonna be uncovering the actual truth of what happened. Kind of similar to Ace Attorney 1, really, with how Miles Edgeworth got framed for murder and we helped him out there and then uncovered who really killed someone in his past. Reminds me a lot of that idea, so who knows how that's going to turn out. Anyway, this guy, Phineas Filch, he stole Apollo's wallet and I don't think he's given it back yet, so let's talk with him. Wait, did I show him my badge yet? You mind if I ask you about this? Huh? Oh, that. Right. Well, does it ring a bell? Oh, it's ringing all right. You want to thank me for all my hard work, and I humbly accept. No, this isn't a gift. Should have known this was a dead end. How about... Any thoughts on the flying figure? Nope. How about the lock of hair? Or fur, whatever you want to call it. The statue. Alright, fine. How about the mask? Hey, there's the amazing Ninetales mask. You're aiming to sell it, ain't ya? Why, you sneaky lily-livered... No, I'm not trying to sell it. It could be a key piece of evidence. Ah, too bad. Thought I'd hook you up with this buyer I know. Wait, you want me to sell it? Alright. The amazing Ninetales is our village's savior. Don't you forget it. Incredible. His trademark's a gold cape made to look like 9 foxtails. He whirls through the ring, smacking down Tenma Town wrestlers left and right. I'm amazed this secluded mountain village has such a bustling wrestling economy. Huh. He sparked the monster craze, revitalizing Ninetales Vale in the blink of an eye. Yep, saved our village from becoming a ghost town. Now it's a yokai town. The amazing Ninetales really does sound, well, amazing. Yeah, pretty amazing, huh? That's why he's worshipped like a hero around here. I'm proud to be from the same village as him. Come to think of it, you look kind of monster-like yourself, Mr. Filch. Guess it makes sense since you're from the same village as the amazing Ninetales. I know. A lot of people have told me I look like a yokai. Since when was that a compliment? Ouch! What's the big idea? Check your pocket. Hey, how'd you do that? Keep it. I got lots more. So, you keep saying that the amazing Ninetales was killed. What's the story behind that? Are you saying he was murdered because his mask washed up along the river outside? That's only part of it. The main reason is no one's seen him since the special event. The word round Ninetails Vale is he was killed by Tenma Taro. You villagers are really superstitious, aren't you? That we are. We love conspiracy theories too, like the mayor's diabolical plot. The mayor? Of Tenma Town? What is he plotting? Rumor has it he's planning on releasing Tenma Taro. That's why he wants the merger. He'll open the Forbidden Chamber once he's in control. That's quite a tale. Ain't finished yet. There's only one person who could have stopped the mayor. Our hero, the amazing Ninetails. He vowed to battle the mayor of Tenma Town and stop the municipal merger. I couldn't make this stuff up if I tried. Apollo! We still have to ask him about the alderman's murder, remember? Was that window on the right always opened? Was that open before? I can't help but notice that's really in the camera's blind spot. Huh. Mr. Filch, would you mind telling us what you were doing at the time of the murder? I was in the caretaker's office guarding the entrance like Mr. QB said I should. And I made double sure no one came in. I have a clear view of the foyer from where I work. You must be talking about this small room in the upper right. It definitely looks like you can keep track of the comings and goings from there. And you have an alibi to back your statement up, Mr. Filch? I do indeed. I was with Mayor Tenma's aide. Florent LaBelle's his name. I kinda recognize that silhouette. I think, So the two of you were together. That's a pretty sound alibi, all right. And nobody came in or out of the manor around the time of the murder? Kept watch here the whole time. Didn't see a soul pass by. And if anyone did, that there security camera would have spotted him. So no one came in or out around the time of the murder. That means we're dealing with someone who was already inside when it happened. Doubt. So, do you think this mask is the real deal? Without a doubt. This here is the mask worn by the amazing Ninetails. What about that white hair I found inside the mask? Wait, I just thought of something. Remember the golden animal fur we found at the crime scene? Could it have come from this mask? Look, there's even a spot where some fur is missing. Huh. Then this places this mask at the crime scene at some point in time. Which means... What does this mean? Someone with white hair who was linked with the murder and is against the merger? No way. Could the amazing Ninetails and the Alderman actually be... Well, yeah, I thought it was obvious. Something wrong, Apollo? You should see the look on your face. Oh, no, it's nothing. Maybe Jinxie could tell us something, since she works here. Huh. Well, alright. Anything else to say about the mask? Nope. I'm starting to become a bit alarmed by the lack of being able to look around. Let's just head out to the garden. Oh, no one's here. Oh, except for Athena. Come up with anything yet? Oh, of course I have. But it's not quite ready for prime time. Huh? The truth will only be revealed once we've dotted all our I's and crossed all our T's. In other words, it's still just a theory, so I don't think I should say anything yet. It's the dilemma any great detective must face. Whatever. A widget! So basically you have no ideas. Thanks for nothing. What are your thoughts on the case so far? Well, I think our killer is most likely highly intelligent and stone-cold cool. I mean, just look how they killed the alderman. One decisive thrust, no hesitation. And you know this how? Psychology? That's right. I profiled the killer based on the evidence we found at the scene. I can almost picture the killer in my mind. A terrifying face twisted from hatred toward the victim, big bulging eyes full of murderous intent, a horrible gash-like mouth from ear to ear, and wings black and sinister. Wings? That sounds like Tenma Taro. On second thought, scratch psychology. That last part was just my imagination. You think? Fair enough. Oh, look, there's Jinxie. Milk, cheese, yogurt, ice cream, and... Sounds like she's out grocery shopping. She must really like dairy products. A charm to make a better milkshake and another to cure my lactose intolerance. Oh, I feel you. Oh man, in the last 7 years I've developed a lactose intolerance. I can eat cheeses just fine, and thank God for that. I don't know how I could exist in a world without smoked Gouda, but cow's milk and milkshakes, right out, unfortunately. I now drink rice milk, which is actually really good. Maybe she should just stick to soy milk. Jinxie, hey, it's me. Eek! It's the demon! Ack! Not another warding charm. Oh. Apollo? Who is she? Oh, right, this is your first time meeting each other. This is Jinxie, Mayor Tenma's daughter. She was the first to discover the crime scene. Oh, so she's the one who... hello. My name's Athena Sykes. I'll be helping Apollo defend your father at his trial. Pleased to meet you. Pleased to meet you, too. Where's Trucy? She went back to the office ahead of us. But don't worry, Athena and I are on the case. Oh, wait. How do I know you didn't... That you didn't gobble her up alive? Relax, I didn't eat her up. I wouldn't do such a thing in the first place. Oh, poor little Trucy, sniffle. I'm about ready for some tears of frustration myself. She's quite an, interesting character, huh, Apollo? Hello. Look at this. So you really are a demon lawyer. So then you must know Enmadayo, the appraiser of souls. What's he like? What's he like? Well, he's bald, has a white Oh, that's so perfect. Oh, he's bald, has a white beard, and what? He shouts guilty and order while banging his gavel. I call him the judge. Oh, wow, he's as scary as I thought. Nah, he's just an old man who's wiser than you might think. That was really good. Oh, what can you tell me about this statue? What's this, Tsukumogami? Tsukumogami? Oh yeah, that's, I know that. That's, the belief that spirits can dwell within material objects that are well taken care of and beloved. I think I learned about that from Final Fantasy XIV, actually, in the Stormblood expansion. It came out really early on. A yokai that inhabits objects that have been used for a really long time. The red demon and a Tsukumogami. What a strange combination. Is everything to her some supernatural phenomenon? What do you think about the Ninetales? Ah, that's the amazing Ninetales. He lives in the mountains right outside the village, but he often comes to visit. Really? He doesn't sound very secret or reclusive to me. No, he's not. In fact, he visits the village bathhouse all the time. No way! The amazing Ninetales goes to public bathhouses? Uh-huh, but like a true wrestling legend, he never takes his mask off. He takes baths in his mask? Uh-huh, and he also has a towel that says, "Wrestlers Wanted." That's one way to advertise. If I saw a naked, masked guy with a message like that on his towel, I'd run the other way. Huh. Wait, Jinxie's a huge fan of the amazing Ninetales. She'd probably freak out if I showed her this mask without the guy in it. What are you thinking? Would crush her if she figured out her favorite wrestler is dead. She said aloud. Guess I'll spare her the grief, although she really could use a reality check. Huh. Oh hey, here's a horrific photo of a murder scene. Oh my god. Jinxie, I wanted to show you this. Wait, Apollo, you can't show that to her. Having her father arrested was bad enough. Huh? Did you say something? Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. Oh, never mind. Any thoughts on the flying dude? Nope. Okay. Jinxie, do you remember any more of what happened? Not much. At least not yet. But you do think Tenmataro was the killer, right? That yokai we saw at the festival? I don't know anything about that. Huh? But you said Tenmataro murdered the alderman. It's okay, Jinxie, you can tell— Ah! Yikes, what was that for? People see things when they don't get enough sleep. There's no such thing as monsters. Huh? What's gotten into her? Yeah, she's definitely hiding something. Poorly, I might add. So if there are no monsters, you admit I'm human? No, you're still a demon. Oh, I give up. It seems like Jinxie doesn't want to talk about Tenmataro for some reason. But that's precisely what we need to know more about. Besides, she definitely thought there was a yokai there in the fox chamber. Jinxie, about this charm. That's— You gave me this when I was heading off to the scene of the crime. You thought Tenmataro was the murderer. That's why you gave this to me, right? That's true, but— If there's anything else you could tell us, it would really help. And it will help your father, too. Alright then. Alright. Why do you think Tenmataro's the killer? I saw him with my own eyes. Tenmataro was right there in the manor. He escaped his prison and ran right by me. What? Jinxie, tell us everything you saw. I called the police after I stumbled on the scene. I was just about to head back to the festival grounds when I saw Tenmataro. It was right around here. He was running right at me. So he was coming out of the room. I was paralyzed with fear. But there was no one around to help me. Oh. The foul beast raced right by me toward the foyer. toward the foyer. Mr. Filch and Mr. LaBelle were supposedly in the foyer at the time. That means they would have seen Tenmataro, too. Sounds like we'd better get their statements. Considering Jinxie's mental state, her eyes could have been playing tricks on her. Apollo? Remember the picture in this paper? How could I forget? Someone caught Tenmataro flying through the air. I wonder if it's the same Tenmataro Jinxie says she saw. Don't be ridiculous. Oh, Tenmataro is the killer, and he can fly too. Huh. Well, tell me about Ninetails. Jinxie worked at the Alderman's Manor, so maybe she can shed some light on this. So, no one knows the amazing Ninetails' true identity? Uh-huh. They say no one's ever seen him without his mask. Doesn't that make you want to know even more? Uh-huh. That's why matches where wrestlers try to expose their opponent are so popular. Wait, you mean expose as in strip them naked? Oh, you even think like a demon, I was gonna say. The only thing the winner removes is the loser's mask. To have your mask torn off is the worst humiliation a wrestler could suffer. That's why their masks are more important to them than life itself. So you see, these unmasking matches are life and death battles for the wrestlers. That means this mask didn't just happen to wash up along the riverbank. There's got to be a story behind it. No one can stop the amazing Ninetails. Bet she'd be shocked to find out he's really the Alderman. About the yokai you saw at the scene of the crime, anything else stand out? Actually, I heard this strange jangly sound. A jangly sound? Can you be a little more specific? My memory's kind of fuzzy, but I vaguely recall seeing Tenmataro holding a staff or something like that. Oh yeah, I've seen a staff like that before. Maybe that's what was making this strange sound. Does Tenmataro usually carry a staff? Good question. I've never heard anything like that, and it's not shown on the scroll. How about in other documents? Any of them show Tenmataro with a staff? This is the only known document depicting Tenmataro. After all, those who needlessly depict the demon are forever cursed. Then what's the deal with the Tenmataro you saw, Jinxie? Why didn't you tell me you saw Tenmataro earlier? Actually, Mr. LaBelle told me not to tell. Mr. LaBelle? Papa's aide. Oh, right. The other guy who was supposedly in the foyer at the time of the crime. And what exactly did he tell you? Keep the village superstitions in mind before you go talking about seeing Tenmataro at the time of the crime. Oh no, does he rhyme a lot? Village superstitions. They say you must not gaze upon Tenmataro, but in the event that you do, look. And then, tell anyone what you saw. Tenmataro will claim your soul. And that's something everyone here knows. Sounds like a bunch of baloney to me. Uh-huh. Everyone from babies to the village elders know about it. But I didn't because I'm not from around here. Hey, come to think of it... Huh? Why is everyone hiding their faces? Hey, you there! You mustn't stare at Tenmataro like that! Lower your eyes! He'll steal your soul if you're not careful! Huh? Steal my soul? Seriously? The guy at the special event thing said almost the exact same thing. Apollo, do you think this Labelle guy actually believes in Tenmataro? I seriously doubt it. He's not even from Ninetails Vale. Then why would he try to keep Jinxie from talking? Good question. I think we'd better go have a word with him. Time to unmask this monster of a mystery. The last time I saw Mr. Labelle, he was relaxing in the foyer. Bueno, next stop the Manor Foyer. With any luck, he'll be there waiting for us. Oh, we're going there right away. Fair enough. Yeah, so this Labelle dude, he would definitely be suspect numero uno, even if the intro of this case didn't show me totally stabbing a dude. There is no one here. Guess our luck isn't so good when it comes to Mr. Labelle. Maybe he's out for a walk or something. Huh? Somebody left something on the sill of the caretaker's office window. Oh. 3. Circled in red, Tenwa Town Pro Wrestling Howlin' Wolf versus Pretty Boy Vampire blow by blow commentary by Timothy Twilight. The other names are pretty cool. Phil In and Mo Blocks. Peekaboo, I found you, yokai of the Amazon. Join the hunt for Tofu Taro, Tofu Taro, a high-protein yokai said to fight cancer and heart disease. Oh, I want to read the whole thing. Married a Yokai, Episode 8. Wait, you're really a human? Starring Someone Vitus and Willie Wait. Durs of the brain. Really use only portion of their brain? Herlock! Oh, top right, Herlock! Oh, man. After Herlock of the blank find out Mr. Bones treats, the Vale New Municipal Protestant... Oh, man. Looks like someone circled a pro wrestling match. Hey, what you think you're doing? Eek! It's, Oh, Mr. Filch. What can we do for you? I bet she was going to scream monster, which really isn't much of a stretch. Ain't nothing I need you to do for me. What business you got with my TV listings? Oh, no, it just caught my eye. Can I ask if you watched this pro wrestling program today? Yep, it was a match between a couple of rank amateurs, though. Right, so he was looking at the TV in the corner, his back completely turned from everything in the foyer, and that's the exact time someone snuck in and killed the dude. Okay, I understand. Thank you. You're horrible at your job. It was a complete disaster. I reckon even I could have done better than that. I seriously doubt that. Almost forgot. There's something I wanted to ask him. Mr. Filch, did you see anything unusual around the time of the murder? For example, Tenmataro or something like that? Huh? Tenmataro? So you did see him? My, how clean and shiny your forehead is again today, Mr. Lawyer, sir. Bet you shine it up every day really purty-like. Ladies must love it. Don't change the subject. And for your information, that was a seriously bad attempt at flattery. Jinxie said she saw Tenmataro flee toward the foyer. So you must have seen him too if you were here. Yipes. Wow, I really pushed a button there. Well, did you see anything or not? Where have I seen a character that looks a lot like this before? The kind of design of like a pale face with a really wide lips. I swear I've seen a character who looks a lot like this somewhere. Oh, that's gonna bother me. Nothing's jumping out. Huh. Well, alright then. That is quite enough. I must ask that you not pester my friend any more. Yipes! Forgive me for being pestered, sir. And you are? I am Florent Lebel. Beau Divine and a personal aide to Mayor Damien Tenma. Beau Divine? More like yokai grotesque. This place is crawling with monsters. Oh, excuse you. Ack! What the heck was that for? It was just a little cologne. You had a look of stinky sweat about you. It's from my own original brand of cosmetics called Je suis Lebel. Sniff, sniff, sniff. Oh, what a heavenly scent. Ugh. I think you just paralyzed my olfactory receptors. I suppose such a scent would be difficult for a peasant to appreciate. I'll have you know that is brand number 5, Bonjour. It's my way of introducing myself. Enjoy. Here's my bottle of adieu so I can return the favor. Enough about the cologne. Please tell us what you saw around the time of the murder. Fair enough. I'm a lawyer. Yes, do you always go around sticking your hand in other people's faces? Oh, no, I just wanted to show you this. Ah, yes, you do have something in that grimy paw of yours. But I only have eyes for things of beauty. Now, if you would excuse me, guess he'll only look at stuff that interests him. Well, here's a beautiful flower. No. How about the scroll? The paper? No. How about the bloody statue? No. Do you like wrestling? No. Do you like masks? No. Fair enough. Let's just talk. I heard you're the one who told Jinxie not to mention that she saw Tenma Taro. Why that little... So she told you she saw the demon, did she? Mr. Lebel? Do you mind if I ask whether you believe in the village superstitions? Oh, please! I was merely trying to keep with traditions. Nevertheless, I will say this. I wouldn't stick my nose into this whole Tenma Taro business if I were you. Bad things happen to those who do. That much is true. He is one scary monster. That's crazy. Really expect me to believe that monsters are real? Oh, well, you're real, and you sure look like a monster. Look who's talking. So, Mr. Lebel, you'd... Ah! Little Jinxie has an active imagination. Isn't that right, Phineas? That's right. I didn't see nothing, especially not Tenma Taro. As for me, I only see things of beauty. That's why I can barely see you. I've got 2 words for this guy. Total freak. Your alibi. Could I ask you what you were doing at the time of the crime? In other words, you'd like to hear my alibi. Oh, to think you'd suspect me of all people. I do. Oh no, it's just a Ah! How dare you doubt me? That's an affront to beauty itself. You obviously can't see straight. Ugh, like that spritz really helped. What were we doing, you ask? Go ahead, Filchy, answer the question. At the time of the crime, we were, in this here foyer. Exactly. Good answer, Filchy, good answer. Just repeating what you Ah! You've said quite enough. What is with these two? Great, now he's gotten me talking like that. Are we quite through here? I'm a very busy man, you know. Right, well, thanks for your help. So these two were in the foyer, but didn't see Tenma Taro. Come along, Filchy. Where are we going? Oh, right, gotta practice them statements for tomorrow. Yipes! My eyes! You're going to dig your own grave with that big mouth of yours someday. What does he mean, practice statements? Now, if you would excuse me, it's time to touch up my makeup. Huh. Apollo, I know this sounds strange, but Mr. LaBelle seems unusually preoccupied with Tenma Taro. Really? How can you tell? Well, it's kind of hard to explain. You see, I can read people's emotions from the tone of their voice. You mean you have good ears? Something like that. People's emotions are expressed in the tone of their voice. And my ears can pick up on even the subtlest of tones for some reason. Speaking of ears, it's cool that Athena has a moon earring. Apollo's the sun, she's the moon. Not sure I mentioned that before, but I caught it earlier. That's an interesting skill. But what do you mean he's preoccupied with Tenma Taro? I'm not exactly sure, but it was like he was obsessed with the thought of Tenma Taro. That's what I picked up from his voice, anyway. Everywhere we turn, it's Tenma Taro this, Tenma Taro that. Huh. We should go talk to the mayor, too. Sounds like a plan. We need to get to the bottom of that rumor about him wanting to release Tenma Taro. Huh. I'm getting extremely alarmed. Why can't we look around? They didn't, keep, investigations to, just, crime scenes or special places of interest, did they? Looking around with a magnifying glass and getting dialogue on stuff in the room, is that... They didn't do that, did they? I really wouldn't like that if they did that. I wanna see what they have to say about the umbrella yokai. Or the bull spider yokai. And the open window. And the air vent. And the room. Ah! No. And I want to look at the guard in the background and the camera. For old time's sakes, you know? Oh. Anyway. Something wrong, Apollo? Where did your enthusiasm go? What am I doing asking the mayor if he has ever thought about releasing Tenma Taro? At best, he'll think I'm an idiot. At worst, ugh. Oh, he's here. It's so nice to finally meet you. I'm Mr. Justice's partner, Athena Sykes. I'm looking forward to working with you, Mr. Tenma. Taro? Oh, yes. I look forward to working with you, too. Ugh, glad he didn't mind Athena calling him by a completely wrong name. Apollo, he's just as kind and gentle looking as I'd imagined. Lucky for you, after that blunder you just made. There was something I wanted to talk to you about. There are rumors going around about how you want to, or did, set Tenmataro free. What utter nonsense! Yikes! They always assume the worst of me because of the way I look. But those rumors don't have a shred of truth, I tell you. A little touchy about his appearance, isn't he? What he really needs to work on are his people skills. Huh. I'm a lawyer. We saw that. So, have you ever seen this statue before? Nothing to say. The mask, perhaps? No. Amazing Ninetales? No. Your daughter's statement? Did you catch the show? No, okay. So rumor has it that you want to push the merger through in order to release Tenmataro. Of course, that's a bunch of baloney, isn't it? Sorry if I offended you. So that's the talk around town, is it? I can see how that would make you angry. What if Jinxie's schoolmates start teasing her about this? Huh? I must break out of here at once. Her tormentors must be taught a lesson. No, wait. First we have to get you a not guilty verdict. Don't try to stop me. This is about a father's duty to his darling daughter. Hold tight, sweet Jinxie. Daddy's coming to save you. Relax. We'll look out for your daughter until we can get you free. Is that so? You don't need me to go straighten things out myself. Oh boy. They'd probably call in the SWAT team if he showed up at her school. Oh, right. I had to ask about the reason behind the merger. It seems like you were rather forceful in pushing for the municipal merger. Did you really want Ninetales Vale that badly? Yes, well, it's quite an attractive prize in terms of tourism. Oh, the armband! Wait, am I feeling what I think I'm feeling? Sure, I played a bit of hardball, but only when I deemed it necessary. I knew it, my bracelet's reacting. What is it, Apollo? Mayor Tenma may not be telling the whole truth. Really? How can you tell? People invariably tense up when they lie. That's where my bracelet here comes in. I can sense when the person I'm talking to is feeling tense. Because it begins to feel tight on my arm. No way! You can do that? Wait, so you believe me? Just like that? Sure, each of us has our own special gifts. Oh yeah, Athena has a gift too, her special sense of hearing. Still, what do you think the mayor is lying about? I don't know, but it's our job to find out. It's been a while since my bracelet has reacted like this. Let's see if I still remember how to do this. First I touch my bracelet. Right, now let's give it a whirl. Oh man, I remember that. Yes, I remember this feeling of intense concentration. The ability to see the smallest twitch, the slightest frown that no one else can see. Now, Mayor Tenma was lying somewhere in that statement he just made. And when he lied, a certain habit made itself clear just under his right eye. I just have to shift my viewpoint up and focus on that area. Alright, I've got him now. His nervous tell should appear when he's trying to pull the wool over my eyes. I've got to pore over every word he says and wait for it to appear. And when it does, I'll perceive it. It's quite an attractive prize in terms of tourism. It's a prize, but not for tourism, he means. That's it.
Gotcha!
Mr. Mayor, please, you can trust us with the truth. The truth? I don't understand. When you mentioned tourism, the bottom of your right eye started twitching. What nonsense is this? So what if it did? Please, tell us more about your merger bid. What more is there to tell? Why were you really seeking to merge with Ninetails Vale? I already told you, tourism. The monster craze really revitalized the village, making it quite the prize. You really don't trust us, do you? What are you talking about? The village has been hot property ever since the monster craze started, has it not? I think you've yet to realize that what you're saying contradicts the facts. You say that the monster craze really revitalized Ninetails Vale, so... You felt it would be an attractive prize for its tourism, but that would contradict this. Oh. Well, the flowers are nice, but you could just start your own garden if you wanted some of those. Is it because that village specifically has the popular Tenmataro and Nine-Tailed Fox? And you can't replicate that elsewhere? Was it something else that revitalized tourism? Okay, it was the Ninetails that... It was the wrestler. The monster craze began with him. I get it. The monster craze in Ninetails Vale is a very recent phenomenon. It was sparked when the amazing Ninetails rose up against the municipal merger. The village was practically a ghost town before then. Ugh. So you see, you couldn't have possibly seen it as an attractive prize for its tourism. What's the real reason behind your push to merge Tenma Town with Ninetails Vale, huh? Well, got him. Are you ready to tell me the truth now? Honestly, I never wanted to pursue the merger in the first place. But I had no choice if I wanted to protect my darling little Jinxie. Protect her from what? I received a threat. It said either I go through with the merger or my Jinxie dies. What? How awful! Who would do such a thing? I don't know. But whoever blackmailed me must be connected to the murder. Wait, so you think the blackmailer and the killer could be one and the same? Alderman QB was immensely popular, so you have to ask, who would want him dead? The blackmailer who wanted the merger at all costs had all the motive in the world. Yeah, my guess, as the aide, if QB died, the aide would be next in line to get the property, maybe? But why go from blackmail to murder? The merger protest won't disappear just because the alderman was killed. Could it be? What if there was another reason for the murder? Like what? Maybe the blackmailer discovered Alderman QB's secret identity. And his secret identity was a threat to the blackmailer's murder scheme. What do secret identities have to do with anything, Apollo? I have evidence revealing the Alderman's secret identity. Maybe it's time to use it. Well, sure, let's bring it up. Mayor Tenma, please take a look at this if you would. That's the amazing Ninetales mask. What is the meaning of this? This mask was almost definitely at the crime scene, and there was some white hair inside. White hair, you say? There was but one person with white hair in the manor that day. What are you saying? You know which man I'm talking about, right? I'm talking about Rex QB, the amazing Ninetales himself. No way! The Alderman was impossible. Wait, come to think of it, Alderman QB was a former pro wrestler. So the blackmailer turned killer when he discovered the Alderman's secret identity. Didn't I just say that? But yeah, the amazing Ninetales was a threat to the blackmailer's scheme. He opposed the merger and as a result, single-handedly sparked the monster craze. Even so, what was the mask doing at the crime scene? There had been an event at the manor, and maybe Alderman QB had taken part in it, if you get my drift. This is absurd. Mr. Mayor, do you have proof of the threat that was made against you? Yes, a blackmail letter. Unfortunately, it disappeared after the murder. I'd been carrying it around in my briefcase, but now it suddenly vanished. The blackmailer must have taken it with them after they killed the Alderman. Well, at least we've clearly established the killer's motive. Mayor Tenma, visiting hours are over. It would appear this meeting is adjourned. Huh. Apollo, do you really think the Tenma Taro that Jinxie saw was the killer? I don't know. All I know is there is no such thing as monsters. What about the newspaper article? Could the killer have purposely freed Tenma Taro to do their dirty work? Oh, come on. There wasn't any Tenma Taro to release in the first place. Yes, but the only suspects the police have right now are the mayor and a yokai. We'll probably be arguing whether there was a yokai involved in court tomorrow. I can already see that look of disbelief on the judge's face. Apollo, are you alright? I'm fine. I'll think of something. I'd better because I can't very well say a flying demon was the killer. At this point, the only thing I know for sure is tomorrow is going to be one doozy of a trial. To be continued. Perfect timing. So, we just completed a whole investigation phase without once... Oh no. Oh, I'm so sad. Oh man. Yeah, let's continue. Oh, jeez. Huh. Well... I like the characters in this case, at least. Jinxie's nice. Filch is funny. I really enjoy voicing characters like LaBelle. Reminds me of the Shakespeare, Fakespeare? What is the name? So, there's a Shakespearean actor dude in The Great Ace Attorney. Love voicing him. LaBelle reminds me of that a bit. That kind of motive. Man, so they really took out looking around, didn't they? I mean, it is a lot of work, I guess, having to come up with funny dialogue for every inanimate object, but damn. Damn, it makes me sad. I miss it. Well, I guess it won't do. I have nothing more to say on that, so I will say I am extremely excited to meet Simon Blackquill. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, I am. The prosecutors in these games are always a ton of fun. Yeah, coming to think of it, pretty much all the prosecutors steal the show at some point, don't they? Except maybe, Lance? No, who was the redhead prosecutor dude in the armor in the Layton versus Phoenix Wright game? He was kind of okay and good until he completely blew it at the end by doing something stupid, which I hate. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, so right now I have no explanation whatsoever for the flying figure. Like, even if it was just like the costume itself just flown through the air with no person inside it, how? What could have flown it through the air with such force? Was there a zip line in the sky, maybe? Oh. Actually, that sounds really plausible. Mountains. This mountain village must have a lot of verticality. If there was a zip line, yeah, I could buy that. Maybe the zip line just wasn't visible in the photo. Huh. Yeah, I can buy that a lot. It's how the murderer made their escape. Yeah, I think I have nothing more to say, really. Just looking forward to cracking this mystery open a bit more. Of course, there's probably going to be a phase 2 of investigations. Oh, I wonder if the chamber that quote-unquote Tenma Taro was sealed in might actually get opened and we can look inside. That'd be pretty cool, but who knows? I wonder if Fulbright will testify, too. He's probably gonna have to, I think. Well, looking forward to next time. Hope you are too. I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more Dual Destinies. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.